Good afternoon, everybody. I know it's been a while since I shot my last video. I typically do a lot of shorts. I have decent luck with some of my shorts, but I want to dip into more of shooting content, shooting what I do to this truck. Now, I've bought things to do videos on, and due to just life, I haven't had a chance to film it or do the work. I'm going to give a quick walk around to the truck right now to show you some of the things that have changed since its last video. It's not much, and tell you about what I'm going to do moving forward. The truck will be down here shortly for a swap that I am doing. I posted 2 shorts on it, getting stuff together, and the rest of those parts should be here this weekend. So we'll see. So here's how the truck sits as of today. Now, again, not a whole lot has changed on it. The biggest change is actually on the inside. I ended up putting a set of 2023 Silverado seats in it. Now I found these locally, but the brackets come from Stark Fabrication, and they were actually really nice. I picked them because I loved how the center console bolted down. It was very easy to locate. The other brackets for the seat rails, this truck was a 60-40 split, so the driver was easy to locate. The passenger side was also easy on this truck because I'd already converted it to have the captain's chairs. There is some drilling required, and I bought those to do a YouTube video on, but due to a time crunch and having to put them in so I can make a road trip for something with family and be comfortable on 1,600 miles, I went ahead and threw them in. I might take them back out just to explain what I'm doing to them, because in this next swap, I'm pulling the whole dash out of this truck, make it easier to do some of this conversion that I'm doing. I want to clean up some of the wiring that's been done to this thing and stuff like that. Now, in the last video, I had a bed cover on it, and then I just threw this toolbox on here recently being today, to put some of my parts in it while I'm doing all of this. The other change to the truck has been these little mirrors. Now, I did do a little short explaining that, and I got those in before a car show. I really like the SS mirrors, and so I went ahead and put those on just to get it ready for a car show. I know this isn't a show winning truck, guys. What I still have left to do to this, I bought me an aftermarket front bumper without all the trim, smoothed out. It'll be painted black. I need to buy me another valance and fog lamps. I threw these on just to complete the look for a short time. The valance is already split, and rocks have taken out both fog lamps. It's a common problem with this. What else is there? Oh yeah, the rear bumper. I actually got a Ford Econoline rear bumper and the brackets to throw it on, so that'll be my next swap there. And all this stuff, and I also got a new grill, and all that stuff I bought with the intention to make videos with, and just due to time and family and a few other things, I just haven't been able to make videos. I haven't been able to do anything with this. I mean, this was a daily driver. I didn't have time to put it down. I literally just picked up that car about 2 months ago ish, and I'm driving that to and from work, so I'm able to do the work to this. Now on to this swap. So I'm going to be converting this to a manual transmission using this T56. I've already collected the infamous third pedals and the steering column for a floor shift for this model of truck. And on my short, I was explaining this transmission. Now this is out of a 2005 to 2006 Chevy SSR. There are some things that are different in this transmission than there are in, say, the 98 to 2002 Camaros and Firebirds, and also slight difference from what I understand. I believe it's mostly the tail shaft. like the output shaft splines, and I think the input shaft is a little longer for the GTOs. So I'm still learning things about this transmission, but one of them has got me a little concerned, and I've ordered a couple more parts, but it has to deal with in there with some of this, the forward shift or mid shift conversion. So with the shifter base off, you can see the mid shift conversion. Now on the T56s, they use this style here where it has a groove, it's kind of rounded and it floats on this ball, and there's a flat side to it right here that goes where the skip shift is. Well, and then this little plate down here, which you can't hardly see, there's a spring and ball on the bottom side of this, and that spring and ball has little areas that it goes in, and then this piece is also grooved in down there, and that's what kind of guides the shifter. On this one here, it was flat across here and had different areas grooved in here, which took the place of the spring and ball down there. This plate here at the bottom is more like the TR6060 plate. So I ordered a piece from the TR6060 that I'm going to swap out for this. It may or may not work. Now, I've seen write-ups where people with an SSR use the same exact kit and had no issues. I'm just trying to make sure this is the best that it can be. Now, I installed the full kit. I still got to basically clearance that just a little bit. You notice how I had to bevel this in here to match with this piece here to give it clearance for the rod, or not the rod, but the base of this shifter here to make sure it goes in all the gears. So that is part of this kit that I installed to move the shifter from here to here, and I got it from these people right here, the Silver Sport Transmission STX shifters. But that's the next step. So, you know, soon I'll be pulling this truck off to the side. I'm going to be pulling the dash out of it. I'm going to be dropping the transmission. I got to do some wiring. I got to swap out the column, put the third pedal in it. I got to drill some holes in the firewall, sorry, for the master cylinder and everything else. So this is going to be a couple week project, and thank God I have this to drive here. Now, for anybody interested, I don't plan on doing anything with this car. This was my cousin's old car. Me and him about 5 years ago put a motor in this thing, put a new clutch in it, and new timing chain, new oil pump, new water pump, and it serves a purpose to get me to and from work, and that's all I plan on doing with it. But it's a fairly original, it's not in the best shape, Nissan Sentra SCR Spec V with the 6-speed manual. Just gonna end off the video here, and I hope everybody's having a good time. And yeah, so I'll start filming a little bit more on this truck as I proceed doing this transmission swap. Till then, guys, see you later.